and give you an account of what's on the books of account
Yes.
for you to still get to the baseline issue that you were on about, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I want to know, was there any clause of review on the contract?
I don't remember that, but I think we can check it. We can check it because there
So
was.
that's why you should provide a contract, because on the contract we will know if there is any clause for review. There should be a clause for review. Then this dissatisfaction about the baseline should have been reviewed.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
It would have been settled.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So on the baseline again, you said you've request for books of account.
Yes. Yes.
So you said you found out from the councillors
Yes.
who were on the ground or who will supervise the secretaries at the dump site.
Yes. Not the dump site, but the secretaries, because every
at each ward.
Yeah, every ward get a secretary.
How did they relay this information to you?
Actually, like if I could, it's quite a little bit long time, but I mean within ourselves, talking to them, if I'm right, was like it was in an argument within themselves, and we were also within that area that they happened to say it, or some of them or one person within the meeting says, I think you people should understand Mr. Manneh. This guy have invested a lot of money in this project and he didn't earn anything yet. So we could have really tell him the fact of the baseline. So
did they provide you any document?
No, they didn't give us any document.
It was just by word of mouth?
Just verbal, yeah.
Okay. Now we can move from that. It's something that will be resolved by the contract.
Yeah.
And if there is any if there is any clause for review.
Okay.
And we see whether that was used or not.
Yeah.
And you made mention of these 19 wards and that you have your supervisors attached to each of these 19 wards?
Yeah.
Okay, but now I think that will take us back to is it the POS machine that was used?
Yeah, the POS, yes.
So as per the contract, how was it? Was it bill, own and transfer?
Pardon?
Or bill, own and operate on behalf of KM?
Actually, it was not mentioned in the contract.
Contract again.
Yeah,
then there is a problem with the contract.
Yeah. So it was
you agree?
not. Pardon?
Then there is a problem with the contract. Do you agree?
What kind of a problem?
If the POS machine, you're not able to say if it was for it to be billed, owned and transferred to KM for them to have total control, or is for you the operators of the system is to bill it and operate it on behalf of KM. Because that's when we will know, even if there are shortages or even if the revenue is going up or going down, we'll still know who are still on the operational side. You made mention that your people are on the ground, yes, but I am more particular about the POS machine and how this system has been going on and if it is fraud proof and all whatnot. But if you're mentioning that it's not within the contract to say who is to bill, own and control, or whether it is to bill, own and transfer, it's not part of the contract, then I'm saying in that case then there is a problem, that part of a problem in the contract, right?
Yeah, because the agreement was we will come up with the equipments and the know-how, and then K.M.C will come up with the human resources, that's their collectors. So we train the collectors how to use the machines. So, but the machines, everything belongs to Ecotech.
Did you train the staff?
Yes, we employed our own staffs. That's the supervisors to go with them to see that everything is done in the right way.
So do you have records of these trainings that was conducted for the staff?
Yes, I think Gatson have all the trainings.
Okay, you can write it down and you provide.
Yeah.
Because that's part of your obligations, no?
Yeah.
So you were operating the system, and is it the manager? What's his name? Mr.
Yeah, Gatson,
Gaston,
Mr. Gatson, yeah.
was the one at the dump site.
No, we don't have anybody at the dump site. We just have our inspectors at the dump site.
Okay.
So the dump site is just, we having also a POS machine for every vehicles or cart or trucks, yeah, coming in. Then you pay, and they give you a ticket from the POS machine.
So how effective is this POS machine? Could you explain how it works?
Actually, technically, I think Gatson can explain that better. But I mean, I know that it works very well, and it was going really good, and it gave us all the figures we need, and it was very transparent. Of course, like as we all know, some people want it and some people don't want it. So that's the fact. Because
why would they not want it?
Actually, because it's very transparent, and it closed all the loopholes where some people used to make money in it. So before we came in, they were using normal paper ticketing, and that paper ticketing, you cannot audit them. There is no transparency in it. So with the POS machine, it's modern technology, and it's e-tickets. It's very transparent, and it's closed. It locks all the loopholes. So, and people who feels like corruption is something which have to be in them, they will not like Ecotech, and
okay.
they will not like the system we have, because here we came to fight corruption and bring transparency and increase revenue.
Okay, that's the effectiveness. So let's go to the control part of it, as in the data, the backup system. Okay, so the first question will be, is it fraud proof?
Yes, I think so. Actually, the technical side, as I said, my chairman can explain that better than I do.
True, but he still report back to you, no? Or as a company, you all work together?
Of course. As the president, yes, he can tell me, like, definitely this product is good, and the backup system is here, is controlled by us, and we can monitor every bit of anything going on, because the POS is a system whereby any collector, if you enter your password, we can monitor you, where you are, and did you collect anything. Sometimes even we have a controllers in the office, like if, for example, Binta opened the POS and for 1 hour he didn't do any sales, they can call Binta and say, Binta, where are you? We know that you are in this area, but what's wrong? What's wrong? Is the vehicle having a problem, or you didn't collect anything? So that's how efficiency these machines were. You know.
So if he will speak about the effectiveness, he will definitely speak about the challenges as well, no? So what were the challenges?
Yeah, the challenges we encounter was they
with the machine.
With the machines, they complained that it's having a problem. It just broke down, but we realized that they used to drop it. You know, they used to drop it until we came and have a meeting with the Malit committee and tell them that they have to put a measure on to the collectors that any machine which is broken, they have to pay. So we put that in place. Then we have to have much more freeness from breaking the machines.
Yes, let me just come in here, Mr. Manneh. When you look at the percentaging of the 60-40, I believe that at the end of, is it, for instance, looking at what you have given us in your statement, and we will await the contract documents and any other documents that will help us understand the contract very well. But based on what you have written in your statement, the 60% would have amounted to 420,000. That is That is it per month? For example, if the baseline is 900,
Yeah.
and you collect 900 per month,
Yeah.
you collect your excess. Your excess would be 700.
Yeah.
Based on the baseline they have given you, 700,000.
Yeah.
And if you do the maths for the 700, the 60% would be 420, and the 40% would be 280.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
Now,
that would be correct.
yes. So now my question is, were you writing a demand to be paid this amount of money?
No, we never write a demand to be
Demand
paid of
to
that.
request. Did you not also write a request formally to request for your payments?
Yes, we request. There is a time we request for a payment of the rollers,
Okay.
which they paid 250,000,
Okay.
and then the mayor said that I think Ecotech should return that amount back. So we agreed that okay, let them take it out from the 2% of the agreement we have in the contract.
Okay. So please note that, and you provide us with those documents too.
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. So we were on about the challenges and that they should attach what fines, or is it, sorry, they should tell the collectors if the machines are faulty and
Yeah.
it's on their side, they should pay.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's the faulty aspect. I am more concerned about the data system of it. And okay, if it falls off, does it work effectively?
No, it doesn't work effectively.
So what kind of problems will they encounter?
Maybe they will encounter that they can enter the numbers, but it cannot print out. So the printer will be jammed, and maybe the screen. I mean, because it's just like a mobile phone. It's a POS machine.
Okay.
So it's an Android. So sometimes the screen will be completely black. So these are the things we encounter with our machines. But what happens is, we told them that any machine which is having any problem, you bring it back, because we give them 25 machines. 19 machines they can use, and we give them 5 machines as spare. So in case what is broken, they can drop it at the office at Senegambia, then we can repair it whilst they have 5 machine spares. So there shouldn't be any problem if they say that they are operating today without a machine, because that's not possible, because all the machines, we give them 19 machines plus 5 machines spare.
Okay. Based on that, like you said, the screen will go blind, or otherwise they will just punch in the numbers, but then the ticket may not be out.
Yes.
So during that process, they will not be issuing tickets, but they will be receiving monies from the collectors.
Yes, that can be possible.
So, exactly.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then that's not a safe space for, now you will not call that it's fraud proof. That's one way of taking the revenue without records.
That's it. That's true.
Right. So that being the case, the Mbalit project, and with these wards, we have an understanding that there are some shortages. Even with the advent of these machines, shortages have been happening in all of these wards and at the dump site. So that's why I've been questioning the effectiveness of these machines, and like you said, it's for revenue maximization and to, what did you say again, avoid corruption,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, to reduce corruption and
Reduce corruption.
increase revenue and
Increase
transparency.
revenue. So that being in the picture, I don't see how it was increasing revenue.
Yeah, actually, like if any collector open the system, and we will see like how much you do in the day.
Even
So-
without the receipt being printed?
Even you don't print. Everything will be very transparent in the central.
Okay.
So that's how we can follow them. And if they're going to take, it's not going to be that much, because they have spare machines. They cannot complain the whole day that they are having a broken machines. It's not possible.
Okay, so they have their actual machines that they will use and have a spare with them again.
There's a spare machine. There's a spare machine with them. Normally they call, if we see that you have a problem, you open the system in the morning, and 1 hour, 2 hours, no sales, we will contact you. What's the problem? Then we can even tell the Mallet manager to send somebody with a new machine to this or this vehicle.
So how was the revenue suppression and understatements happening?
Pardon?
Even with that? How was the revenue suppression and understatement, how was it happening even with the advent of these machines?
No, I mean, for that one is behind the machine, because sometimes when they collect, there are few scenes I have witnessed or I have heard. They have collect and they put in the safe and it's missing. But it's not during the normal working hours. No, that one we are monitoring fully. So there will be no leakage during the procedure from the 8 o'clock you open to, is it 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock they're closed. So we monitor every machine in every second.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it will be backed up. The data is always intact.
We are offline and online. So when it's offline, if there is no internet, it will record by itself. Immediately you connect it to the internet, it's keep on sending us the report.
Okay. Have you or your company been informed by a missing data through the Ecotech system?
Pardon?
Have you been informed by of a missing data by the Ecotech system?
No.
And you haven't been told by any audit query regarding Ecotech? Is it Ecotech?
Ecotech, yeah, Ecotech Africa
Yes.
Limited. No. We didn't.
You were not informed of any audit query or complaints regarding the data system?
Yeah, actually, they are sometimes they complain that the machine is having a problem. It cannot print out, so that they can just lay us off. That's what we understood. That they don't want we to continue there, because Ecotech is closing all the loopholes which was there. So I think that was the reason why they were complaining of the system.
The complaint is more of there is no data available for Ecotech.
Actually, all the data were available. We don't have any problem on that, and that's what we've been putting on the table for them.
So if there is a query that there are missing, and it's not even if, there is an actual queries about missing data, understatements, even with whilst collectors were using the POS machine, the Mbalit audit report 2021-2022, the wards were using the Ecotech system, they're using the POS machines. In as much as they're still using the machines, there were understatements. So it is true that there are queries of understatements and suppression of cash. The suppression, you made it clear that if they're not using the machines, it's very much possible, which is fine. But as they're using the machine, the query is about the data. There is no data recovery system. So with regards to those queries, and as of now, as it's still existing, if we say, let's say, Bakote Ward, collector A, B, and Z, could you provide us the data for 2021? And as to the missing revenue collected, would you be able to provide that backup data?
Yes, I think Gatson can do that. Any day since we started, the day we started, up to the day we stop, any day you ask, any word you ask, it will be printed out and given it to them. Yes.
Okay. And before I move to the next issue, does any of the commissioners have a question regarding
yes,
those?
When did you stop? When did Ecotech stop working with the council with respect to the collection of?
I think it was 20. It was last 2023.
2023.
Yeah, if I'm right. But I can check. They have write a letter,
Yes.
which we have. I think I can.
So please
I can
provide the
add that
letter.
letter also.
Please provide the letter and provide us with the data of revenue,
Yeah.
what you have collected from the period you signed off
Yeah.
to the period you stopped the transactions.
Okay.
And at any point in time, did you realize that the collectors were using ticket papers, even though they were using your POS?
Yes,
some instances.
I think they are also record. We have right to them that they shouldn't use any paper ticketing. There was a time.
Please provide.
Yeah.
Please note it.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
provide
yeah,
that
yeah,
information.
We will.
Yes, you may continue, Council.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Manneh, you made mention of the Mbalit committee. Do you remember the members of the Mbalit committee?
Not at head now. No, I cannot remember.
You cannot
all of them.
remember.
No,
But at the time, the CEO was Mrs. Martins.
Yes,
Who-
I remember the CEO was Madam.
Yes, and the deputy CEO was Mr. Ba?
The deputy CEO. Yes, I think it was Mr. Baya.
Okay, who was the finance director at the time?
Sorry, Mr. Ba, do you mean the deputy mayor or
The deputy
The
CEO.
the deputy CEO?
Yes, please.
No, it was not Ba. The deputy CEO was I forgot
That's
the
why
name.
I keep referring to at the time because there were so many changes.
Okay, I don't
No,
remember.
if you cannot recall, we will give
It's
you
fine.
time to find
recall.
out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get
I
back
will.
to us.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. I cannot
Yes,
remember.
just say at the time who was the deputy CEO. And the finance director at the time, if you can remember, you can go on. If you cannot remember, you can note it down.
There was the finance director, Mr. Njai was a finance director, and I think, no, I don't remember it. There was another guy also during that time.
Okay.
Please check through your records and find out whether
Yeah.
these minutes of these meetings, you
Yeah,
have copies of them,
Yeah.
to allow us have an understanding of what was happening. Yes,
So,
Council, you may
what's
proceed.
the position of the contract? Is it still ongoing? And
Yeah.
you're still providing service to...
No, they did stop our services because
Sorry, what?
they did stop our services. So I think nearly 1 year, 6 months, or nearly, a year, 6 months. And they were complaining about the machines. We said, okay, we want to deploy new machines. So that's the time they write us a letter that, no, sorry, let's stop the deployment of the new machines. And that's it. So they don't want we to continue. And still our machines are with them, but they were not using the machines. So I heard that they end up having paper tickets again. So
Back, the paper tickets that were the problem are introduced again.
yes. Now they are back to paper tickets.
Okay, then they wrote to you, how did you call it, terminating the contract?
No, they didn't terminate it. The letter didn't say. The letter said that if I can remember,
Okay,
to
you
stop
can- it's
the
fine.
deployment of the new machines.
That's fine.
That's what's the letter. So
Then
and-
you can provide us with the letter that was written
yeah.
to you?
Okay. All right.
Okay. And did you respond to the letter?
No, we didn't respond to the letter because it was just telling us not to deploy the machines again. So that's where we stopped. And we have right. Yes, I think we have right to them that what's the reason why they didn't want to continue with the machines, and I think they didn't reply.
And no provision of alternatives?
No.
Okay, so you can also provide us the response to their letter, the
Yeah.
correspondence.
Okay.
So prior to them writing You made mention about arrears.
Pardon?
You made mention about arrears, KM having to pay you some arrears.
Yeah.
So did they settle the arrears?
No, they didn't pay. They didn't pay anything. The only payment they did was $200 and something thousand, and it was for the rollers, the tickets, the rollers which goes in the POS machine, and whereby I think the mayor was away the time they do that payment, and mayor came back and he says that definitely I think we should return that funds back to K.M.C. because they shouldn't pay for the rollers during the period we were claiming for the rollers. So which we agreed to return back the money through the 2% they were supposed to pay.
Okay. That's fine. We will move to the next issue. You made mention about an audio and involving the discussion of corruption, and it's in relation to Mr. Gatson.
Yes.
Could you kindly elaborate on that?
Yeah, actually, as I said, the time I heard about this audio, I happened to call Gatson in my office and tell him that, did you hear about this? Is it you? And he said, Mr. Manneh, he called me brother, you think that I will condone this? The aim of Ecotech is to fight corruption and to bring transparency. And why should I discuss anything concerning corruption with anybody? And that's it. That's what the last word with me and him concerning this audio.
Prior to asking him, did you listen to the audio in full?
Pardon?
Prior to asking him, did you listen to the audio?
Yes. I asked him, but what he told me was definitely that's not something which comes from him.
Upon listening to the audio, you would have recognized his voice.
Yes, I recognize his voice, but for him, Gatson is an IT expert, and he told me that, look, anybody can make this kind of a thing, and for me, as a businessman, my knowledge is not in that level. So, and what he told me is that what I believe.
Great, but you just mentioned that you recognize his voice.
Yes, I recognize, of course.
And it didn't even sound like it was doctored, or was it?
Pardon?
I said it didn't even sound like it was doctored, or was it?
He was?
The audio was doctored. It was made up.
Made up, yeah. So that's what he was explaining to me, that it...
That's what he said, the possibility of it being doctored.
Yes, exactly.
But he didn't say it was doctored.
No, he said that it looks like, through the way he explained to me, what I understood is not him, and there's something which somebody can make. The modern technology now, they can do anything to tamper.
That's his best explanation?
That's his explanation, and that's what I believe in. And also, the reason why I believe in him...
Before we get to you believing, let's get to the part that you said.
Yeah.
You recognize the voice on the audio that prompted you to ask him as to why he will be a part of corruption discussion, or a discussion that the theme is corruption.
Yes. Because
you listened to it, you knew it was him, you recognized the voice, that is why you asked him.
Yes.
If it wasn't him, or you didn't believe it to be him, the question would have been, this is not you. Then he will confirm, yes, this wasn't me.
Yes.
But you knew it was him. So was it more like you were in denial? So you had to confirm if it was really him?
No, but actually, because the conversation of the audio, if I am in that position to analyze, I will not believe in what is discussed in that audio? Because I'm also...
Let's
I'm
not
also-
analyze the content.
Yeah, okay.
We are not hearing it right now. It's not before the commission right now.
Yeah.
So we're not focusing on the content.
Yeah,
We're only focusing on the voice,
yeah.
which you believe, actually, which you just mentioned that you believe it's him.
Yes,
So
yes, the voice
the-
the voice sounds Gatson's, yes.
Now, as a president of Ecotech, did you launch, you mentioned that you just, when he told you it wasn't him, it could be doctored, you believe him?
Yes,
And that was it for the day?
I believe him because there was a lot of discussion we have before saying I believe him, just to make it short, because he's the IT expert, and with this modern technology, with my experience around the world, I travel, I've seen, so everything is possible by taking people's voice and put it in, taking somebody's face and put it in, so
Yes,
people to see and to
yes,
believe.
yes,
So, and he is the expert. So for him telling me, this is not us, this is not
Okay.
we who is supposed to do this. So
That's fine.
So
You can
Mr.
provide-
Yes, Mr. Manneh.
yeah,
We will deal with those issues,
Yeah.
and we will be in contact with Mr. Gaston,
yeah,
and to have a clarity, because we believe, after listening to you, you know, we can have a glean on the fact that you are not a technical person.
yeah.
So we will get to the details of this voice issue and
Yeah.
all of this, you know, when we contact Mr. Gaston.
Okay, thank
to
you.
shed light on most of this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Did you launch any internal investigation into the matter as a company?
As a company, yes, I discussed it with Gatson, but I mean, I think he was trying to find out, to find who and what or which company or who was behind all these things. Yes, there was an investigation going in, but we couldn't get anything out for the moment, and I don't know, maybe after he left, still he could find who did it or what. So that
But-
one, yes, there was, and I told him that you have to go to the bottom of it. You are the IT expert, and try to see who is trying to frame us, because I don't understand as a company, and we are trying to fight corruption, so everything is possible.
Great. That is why, as a company who is set up to reduce corruption, is being tainted as a company who is now bribing. That is why I am asking you the question, as a company and as the president of the company, what sort of internal investigation did you do in order to clear the name?
Yes, actually, yes, we did, and it's still, I mean, Gatson been working on it, and I think he will be the right person to answer that one for you. And but I told him that you have to go to the bottom of it to find out, as an expert of an IT.
It's okay.
Yeah, to find out
the
who-
questions for Mr. Gatson will definitely be there. You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
okay.
You're now here. I'm asking you the questions, so you can just answer what's
Yes,
within your
yes,
knowledge.
yes,
You
yes,
understand?
yes.
Then if he gets here, we'll ask him whatever that needs to be
Okay,
asked.
okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So,
As the president, yes,
as the president, yes.
yes, I told
So
him.
did you, about the audio and what you listened so far, you cannot tell who was the other party on the other side, or who, or the people that were talking on the other side?
No, I couldn't.
Meaning,
It's
as a
only,
company?
it's only Gatson's voice. I could recognize a bit of it, and the other voice I couldn't hear very well.
It's
the
only whose?
Gatson, chairman, voice I can recognize.
So during your investigation, you could not tell who did that?
No, not yet.
You could not tell who would probably doctored that?
No, not yet.
Okay. So that's how it was, because in any corporate world, I'll believe for such allegations against a particular company, they should find a way to clear their name.
Yes, of
You
course.
understand?
That's
So that is why I've been asking. So, but when you did this internal investigation, like you said, did you have any report?
That's what I've been saying to you. The investigation
Wasn't done by
wasn't
you.
no,
It was
wasn't
done by the person
Gatson.
who's alleged to have been bribing somebody else.
Yeah, actually, he is in this company. Gatson is the chairman, and he's the technical expert in it. So, and the allegation is done on behalf of. They said it was him, and I know, as the president, that we Ecotech will not go in, and especially Gatson, the country he's coming from, he will not condone any corruption within the business.
No. You can look at anybody and not expect anything.
Yeah.
You can look at anybody and not expect, or for the fact that you've been long with, or you've been working with him, you shouldn't be saying he could have not. There is possibility for anything, right?
Yeah, but I mean, even the audio didn't, what I listened on the side of Gatson, there is nothing like mention on him which can set anything concerning corruption. His voice is there, and I've been trying to analyze the audio, but there is nothing which comes from Gatson which can paint Ecotech on the side of corruption, because we don't go to the municipality to pay them money to get the contract. This, I mean, that audio came out after we started doing our work. So it's not before we win the tender. So that's the reason why I said this thing doesn't have anything to do with us.
Clear confirmation of it was Gaston, and now you just clearly discredit the idea of the audio being made up, because clearly you said it's him, and you know it's him. So
yes, the voice is him. Yes,
Yeah,
the voice is him, but
clearly.
the voice doesn't give any point at the place that there is any corruption
Yes,
mentioned by Gatson.
Yes, Mr. Manneh, we will deal with the issue of the audio
Yeah.
at a time when we will request for it, and when we discuss with Mr. Gaston to know exactly what has transpired.
Okay.
Since he is the IT person, I don't think Mr. Manneh is able to give us anything very substantial, even though he is the president. But we will be able to get the facts and the detail from the person concerned, which is Gaston. So we will get to that point, Mr. Manneh.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
Thank you.
now, Claire, what's just not adding up is you're the president, an allegation is made against managing director. You know it's him. You understand, which will be taken up another time. We will take that up separately.
Okay.
My whole point is, you as a president, you're supposed to take up that investigation. It wasn't supposed to be investigated by the alleged perpetrator. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that is why I'm asking, upon doing your investigation, was there any report?
No, I didn't see any report yet.
Thank you. And now, where is Mr. Gaston?
He's in Tanzania.
When did he leave the country?
About, I think, 7-8 months ago.
Sorry?
About 8 months ago.
Okay.
It was last year.
You have any reason as to why he left the country?
Yeah, his father passed away.
Okay. Unless there is any question from any of the commissioners, that will be all for this witness. For now, upon producing or providing the documents that we request,
Yes.
we will relay through the registrar to call the witness again.
Mr. Manneh,
Yeah.
you having to provide service for K.M.C. And it seems that there is not much of back and forth writing with respect to either the problems, the challenges, or the way forward in terms of, you understand, the partnership. Why is that the case?
No. Yes, there are some backup write-up between the Ecotech and the municipality. We have files of letters we have sent and letters they
So
have.
please note, please bring us the file
I will.
for,
I'll
yes,
provide
please bring
all.
us the file
Okay.
so that we are able to understand the
Okay.
issues
Okay.
in the file.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Council?
Madam Chair, that will be all for the witness for today. Yes.
Yes, so Mr. Manneh, we have requested that you bring us documents.
Yeah.
And we will give you next week Wednesday to submit these documents to us.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. And I'm informed that it's break. We may rise.